All right, and we live. And we are live. Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome back to the next episode of the PopsCast, episode 24. Finally hit that 2 times 2 to 12, into season 2, which will be the second episode of the year. I got my host with me, CK over here, hydrating up. Mars looking like he need to turn his white down in his camera because he's just super
Slow down,
bright.
NBC. He gonna pause all the way there, NBC. You talking about a season 2? Who told you to dictate season 2? We didn't even get through a full first season.
Bro, yes we did. we were two episodes short. We season 2. It's season 2 already, bro. We got 24. We didn't make it because we started late in season 1. That we can't say nothing about that.
We didn't start late. We were supposed to start Black History Month.
We in season 2, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. We in season 2, bro. That aside, as y'all can see from the thumbnail, if you haven't already clicked on it, we're talking about the path traveled by dads. You know, the way we walk, the way we talk, the things that we do that get us to where we are right now. So the dad's path. I wanted to open the floor up asking my co-hosts here some questions. Like always, y'all know what it is. But before we get into that, how's everybody been? How y'all doing? Any updates in y'all world? Thing y'all want to share with the folks that's listening?
I guess I can go. There's nothing at all. Nothing. There's nothing changed since the last time. We just working.
Are you moved yet?
Nah,
hey, what's going on, Nate?
This weekend coming up is the move.
All in one weekend?
Nah, so we've been moving everything like to storage and to my parents' house since the start of January. So now all we got to get out now is just like the couches, the dressers, like all the big stuff. Everything else is done. So I shouldn't have to touch a big box or a box at all when we get the truck.
So y'all,
but I'm not looking forward to it. No.
Okay.
No.
How you not looking forward to moving, bro? I think I don't mind moving. Moving, it ain't too bad for me because actually it just give me something to do for a while.
You must not have moved that much.
Yeah, I had to move a lot by myself. I haven't really had much help. Most of the times I done moved, but I've never moved like a whole household.
Why do you like that? Why do you like that? Why do you like that? Why do you like moving?
It gets me active, bro.
Up and down stairs, dragging couches.
Bro, that's a good burning exercise.
Dropping things on toes.
See, that's where I ain't dropping shit on my toes. That's you.
Full battle, man. Is knowing where to put the things that you have. Does this fit this place? That doesn't fit this place.
Okay.
Should this go here? Do we need to keep this?
Now,
are we gonna do this? Or is this enough storage? Packing.
Okay, I don't like the packing. I don't like the packing part. Okay, so remember when when I first met y'all, right? When we moved out, when I got my little PC and I was streaming in my living room and stuff in the apartment on the 4th floor, I sat up for I think 30 hours putting my house together. I did not sleep, and like this is from moving in. From the day we started moving to like counting into the next day, like I was still unboxing and I didn't put anything away. I just took stuff out. I put stuff where it needed to be just to make it look feasible. And then I let Kira take care of the rest of that. Cause I was like, I'm not putting this away. I don't want to be, cause I started my new job. Like I don't want to be walking through a house and bumping through boxes forever. Like I want this stuff just out the way or at least out of whatever it needs to be in to get going. But I respect it, Mars. You know, it is what it is. You ain't got to like dropping stuff on your feet. I said on your boxes, Jesus.
Oh Lord.
What about you, CK? Over here, man. Look at him over the crisp light, the new angles, beard popping, cut his hair, little bastard, but everything else straight.
I mean, it's not new if you subscribe over to CK2K or CK Who's, but you know,
no,
I mean,
you ain't plugging that malarkey over.
Anyways, but no, we were getting ready to do the same thing over on our end too. That's why I was like, when you said that you were moving this weekend, I was like, dang, I thought you were starting already, but it makes sense, you know. And progressively as time was going on, because that's exactly what we're starting this week. This weekend is we're gonna start moving things slowly. But yeah, me and Carly we're in full like we don't give a damn mode. Like we're gonna get rid of everything. We selling.
Yeah.
Selling. We probably gonna sell our couch. Like we wanted to keep it at first, but we're like, nah, we're selling that thing.
Yep.
Because you know, God willing, and open everything goes well. She's right around the corner from a hopeful promotion.
Y'all to Atlanta?
Lord only knows what happens with my growth, with everything going on. A lot of things could happen this year where, you know, we'll just, you know, go into it, save, do what we got to do, and see what happens. So
but are you moving to Atlanta though?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that yet.
Okay. All right.
I don't have an answer for that yet, man. We don't know what's next. Well, we've definitely, the conversation has been brought up way more than it was last year. But the thing is, even for that, it's not, we both, we're not going to just jump and go. I know she for sure wants to at least go and see the spot So
I'm here.
Mars is really the real
here.
estate agent of
Mars
this.
the plug, yeah.
When we go to Atlanta, it's up to Mars and Katie and all them to make us be like, okay, yeah, we can do this. I'm sold. I'm ready to go. But Carly needs to have that comfort.
Yeah,
So,
no, I'm here.
Yeah, the answer is up to them. It's up to them. We'll see how that goes. But yeah,
look, all I know is you gonna feel weird. I can just imagine CK in Atlanta the first time somebody hop out and be like, what are that boy? They be like, he be like, huh? You just imagine me, but everywhere. You're gonna be confused by everything you hear.
Jamaican accent?
No.
Mars,
Don't
depending on which part of Atlanta he end up in. Yes, the hell they do. They sound like me, if not worse. If not worse.
Oh, wait, you had a Jamaican accent.
No, I didn't. I said, what up,
you said,
that boy?
What up, one boy? That's what you just said.
No, I said, what up, that boy? Like, just run it. What's going on, Kay? You got to run it all together. Like, it's
Those
just
are my people, man. Caribbean folk, my people.
Well, I know.
I'm not worried. The only thing I'm worried about is my Saints fandom because I know it's really hated out there.
Who that said?
So
bro, you be in a dirty bird state. What you mean? Of course.
There's also a lot of Saints fans down here. You're not alone.
All right, and I know.
I guarantee,
I know it's Atlanta is a Knicks town too, so I'm not worried about the Knicks fandom part. But the Saints, I was a little worried about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nah.
Hearing that makes me feel a little bit better because I know it's not that. It's right around the corner from.
No.
All right, well. So y'all got the updates. Everybody ready for a change? Good things are coming. I'm in the week 2 of my new job. Into my second week of my job,
year 2 already? Golly.
Yeah. Week 2. I'm in the week 2 of my job, man, and it's going all right. You know, it ain't too bad. It's very repetitious, but you know, other than that, the only good things I've had recently, my daughters are getting closer and closer to stepping because they're like taking little thug pats more repetitiously than normal. I'm like, bro, just take a full stride and it's over with. That and the YouTube channel growing, you know, Anime Trap House or Realm of Tez, whichever one you want to call it. Yeah, because CK want to plug all his malarkey, I'm going to plug mine too.
You did it because of your lack of knowledge, so you made me have to do it. I didn't want to.
No, I did.
You made me do it.
But man, that aside, let's go ahead and get into the subject at hand tonight. You know, like I said, the dad's path. I dropped it in there for y'all if y'all already read over it, but I'm gonna start out of order because I don't want to.
Just dropped it in there.
No, I didn't. Fully look at the timestamp on that 7:03 to 7:20. The fact that you ain't read it in almost 18 minutes is your fault.
You went to no. You're not supposed to send it 15 minutes before the show. Like,
boy, it don't take that. It don't even take that long just to read it.
Go ahead.
See what he's trying to do is he's trying to throw me off my game, but I can't prepare it, people. Look, I'm right here with y'all. We straight. Mars slacking.
Just go ahead, man.
All right, see, on that note, I'm going home. Y'all, it's been a good episode. I'm gonna holler at you. I'm just gonna crawl into bed and call it a day. He done disrespected me. No. How has your parenting style impacted your children's development patterns? You know, behavioral outcomes and the relationships that they currently have with you. Like, how would you say the way you parent has, you know, because your kids are both a little older than mine, and you can possibly answer this not in full detail. It's still something we can always discuss at pivotal points, like at the 5-year, the tween and teen stage type of thing, you know, lo and behold. But just if you had to base it off of now, like your parenting style, how do you think it's affected your relationship with your kid and how they act right now?
Go ahead, take the floor, Tez.
Bro, my baby's a little. Y'all got the most experience on me. I'm waiting for CK because he actually got a whole little kid out here. You got a toddler.
Oh, you want me to ask? Hey, Naya. How you feel my parenting patterns been helping you with your development as a kid? I don't know how to answer that question, man.
See, y'all don't be expecting me to hit you with these questions, bro. You got to be ready.
No, I expect to get them in advance so I can.
Hold on. In that same regard, whenever I drop something in advance, don't nobody ever read it. I know CK.
No. We don't respond. I read everything. I just don't respond.
That makes it even worse.
Well, I'm there. I see. Oh, okay. I read everything you put in there. Okay, but nah. There's a difference. But I don't know, man. I think this question really, honestly, is for me. It might be a little too early. I don't know how she's going or the things that I'm doing is affecting her really. For Millie, I see she's real playful, like, you know what I'm saying, and she gets that from me. I would want to say, because I play with her a lot, and like I just do goofy things around the house all the time. So, and she's just happy. But I like I said, I think it's still in development. Like, this question is just very.
Nobody said it had to be like it crazy. Like, okay, if I let me take it then. When I was thinking about how I parent, is the affecting or how I see my children develop based on how I interact. Like you said, I'm very playful. I'm more get in your face, get down on the ground type of rolling around, like putting them on my back doing push-ups, or when I work out, I have them with me. But at the same time, don't try me, Mars. I can bust a smooth 60 out without stopping. What about you?
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
man, you make your back sweat, Mars. Be careful, bro.
I don't want it.
I said make the back wet, not sweat. It's a difference.
That's what you know, Tez. You should just let it be what I said, bro. You should just let it be what I said.
But man, quit testing me up here right now. Come on, focus, camera. But no, I think that the way I am as a parent, if I still continued on this path, they would probably be rounded. You know, of course, being playful, knowing and understanding. They actually already eat a lot, bro. Like they eat too much. Like just they don't never get full ever. And don't put me on a tangent because I can go into a whole nother story about how they just don't get full. I'm like, bro, y'all just ate more food than most of the people we know with babies your size eat, and y'all still want food. Like, what is this?
I mean,
I don't get it. It's scary at times. I'm like, bro, we the bill just hiked up $150 just in a matter of 2 months. Come on.
For two,
Like, y'all eat too much. I was like, hell, I'm around here eating oatmeal and drinking water all day. We can't do it. But yeah, that's how I would. I mean, you were basically on the right path, or at least how I was gonna answer it, Mars. Just I think the way I'm being as a dad is making them a little more adjusted and rounded. Like they understand, they're getting more understanding to like how stern and serious things are with no. Overall behavior wise, it's still too early to speak on behaviors because mine is still tiny. CK, like I said, CK the only one who could actually answer a behavioral question. Me and you can just say our kids. You don't think so?
Millie, like, my babies were like that. Tez, when you say no, they look
What
at
babies?
you like, oh,
You got two?
Chopper. But yeah, so she would look at me and say no, like at the phase where you are now, be cool.
Yeah.
When I look at her and tell her no now, it's the end of the world. Like it's I just don't get it. I lost her. I lost her. She's not even 2 yet, and it's just like I don't know what to do.
That's the beginning.
It's getting worse and worse, man. And like because she's smarter now, so she's understanding a lot more things. She's understanding where like she knows what to do to get what she wants, and that's what I don't like.
Mhm.
Like she knows who to talk to go get something she needs. She knows what to say and how to act with the person that she's doing. Like she plays my dad, she plays my mom, and
That's gonna happen, Mom.
she plays me. Like she plays me, and I can't because now she doesn't like. So if we say go, hey Millie, it's time to get your diaper changed. She runs away. She's like, "Oh nah, y'all not catching me. I ain't changing the diaper. I don't care how bad I smell. I'm out." And also she, she doesn't want to go to bed. She wants to stay up. All right, I'm not trying to go to sleep. I'm just here. If you say the words night night, she's like, "Oh nah." She starts trying to hide and not go to bed, and so it's just I don't know. I think because since she's in this development phase of learning her emotions and trying to figure things out, I think that's why I can't really gauge that question just because she's still learning. Ask me next year.
I would look.
Well, I bet you next year you ain't gonna have an answer either because my mom's 3 going on 4 and it's the same thing. Every day is something new for her.
Bro,
at
yours
this
is
age.
2
It's
going
the
on 16 the way you be talking, CK.
First of all, she ain't 2. But no,
3 going on 16. My bad.
But that's the point, and that's what I'm talking about. Either way, that's the point because, like Mars said, it's just like Mars is at the beginning of where I'm probably like 20 steps ahead of him at. Like it's the same thing with Anaya. She as grown as she may seem as you guys might see on the outside, she's still figuring herself out. Like every day it's something new. But to go into Tez's question, what I would say, what I gather from my parents is just I feel like she just like what I was saying in the last episode, it's just like she does a better job of understanding what she's doing wrong and letting us know that she knows what she's doing wrong, or letting us know what she is doing. And I feel like those are the benefits of our parenting. I feel like, she's still going to be a kid. She's still going to say no to things she doesn't want to do. That just comes with being 3, as frustrating as it can be. Right. She's gonna, her new thing is my new favorite thing, but it's already getting really annoying. She's on the look at me stage. So that's her thing all the time for anything she's doing. Daddy, look at me. Daddy, look at me doing this. And all she doing is she blinking. She's like, Daddy, look at me, blink. I'm like, oh, you did it. Yeah, you did. Good job. She's like, but it's the thanks that always
hey, CK, you can't ever forget that there's gonna come a day when you're gonna actually be like, you're gonna look over and be like, damn, what happened to the little one I had? You can be like, damn, I wish I would have looked. I wish I would have looked.
I'm still there right now, man, because it's just like when I pick her up and it's like she's heavy and she dangling all over my body now. It's just like, yo, I feel like it was just yesterday I was in the Discord with the homies and she's there cuddled up like this. I'm trying to put her to bed while we're talking in the Discord. Now I'm holding her hands all over me, her legs wrapped around my entire waist twice. Like, she's so big now. It's just like every day there's something that I just look at her and I look like an idiot. Like I'm just staring at her like it's some kind of like rom-com. I'm just like, what happened to my nine? But no, but I would say like things like I said, her recognizing what's going on. Her, she's doing very well with her yes daddies, yes mommies, and she's trying to get away from the whats. That's her problem that she had too. Like, be like, Nine, what? Anaya, what? But now she's getting better with the yes daddy, yes mommy, this or the third. Yeah, okay, what? But that's what I'm saying. So I really don't know if I could even answer that question, except from the little things where I feel like you're seeing that she understands is not okay and she's doing better with, like when Carly says shut up or stupid, Anaya's the first one to come at her talking about mommy don't say that, and I love it. I'm all here for it. So it's like those are the kind of things where it's like, I know that even though the first time you feel like you're saying the same thing over and over again when you're disciplining the kid and you feel like they're never getting it, but then it comes to this point where it's like where she's at now, it's like she's still gonna slip up. She's 3. It makes sense. Right. But at the same time, like you're seeing that it's coming and she's getting it and she's learning at her own speed, because that's just how kids are. So that's why when not trying to break apart your question, Ted.
You answered it though. You answered it.
Yeah, I just feel like even at 3, I'm still learning to this day, like how am I doing it right?
We got a whole life of still answering this question, because not only does it come down to where they are now, with mine being just 13 going on 14 months, yours 3 going on goddamn 30, Mars is going on 2 to 16. We still gonna be answering this question till the day we get up in the old age, and they have to basically take care of us. And for anybody who's listening to this and does not know already, each of us are the father of daughters. CK is the only one of us who has a son, but we're all girl dads, and CK I'm just a dad. He just had to be different. He had to be different. But no, man, you basically answered the question, because I also was gonna try not to break in on you speaking. I had that same realization yesterday with like Jazz, because y'all know Jazz is she's my youngest twin, but she's the bigger sister of the pair. I looked down at her when I was changing the other day. I was like, yo, man, just a year ago, you were my forearm. Now you like, damn, Daddy just shot up past the whole arm. And I'm like, where did you? And she's so heavy, bro. Like, it's crazy because they're both like 1.5 pounds off from each other, but Jazz is dense. Like, when you pick her up, you carrying some weight. You pick Jules up, you still just be like, whee, just tossing her. She going anywhere. Like, watch out, the ceiling fan. Like, why are y'all so heavy? But it's an amazing thing. And that leads me into our next question, because y'all both basically answered it. So it ain't like, oh, I can't answer it. You answered it to the best of your ability, and that's all I was trying to see how y'all felt about it. Because I plucked these not last minute, but I had them for a while, and it took me a minute to even come up with my own answer just thinking about it. So
that's why you sent them late, because you didn't know. Okay, cool.
No, man. And then so I would also, this, I don't know, these next two might be they might be winded conversations, so we'll just see how they go. How do we take expectation and continue to grow past things individually or overall, like no matter in what facet, from our relationships to parenting? How do we take expectation out of stuff and continue being able to grow without putting that, it has to be conformed or confined into this bubble or box?
Wait, I'm kind of
Run that by me one more time.
yeah. I'm kind of
So
confused.
the question is, how do we take expectation out and continue being great as individuals overall? But I'm saying, so in that same aspect of overall, meaning no matter what avenue you choose to answer it in, whether it be parenting, personal, interpersonal relationships, just growth overall. How do we take expectation out of things and see ourselves to being the best version of whatever it is we'd like to be, whether it be goal oriented or not, or just overall habit forming in a better way or a positive life for
Man.
ourselves?
That is just a life question, to be real. I see. I hear you. I think that's definitely something I'm sure a lot of parents struggle with too. But I feel like that just in general with life, because there's a lot of people that just live with tons of expectations, and when they hit 30, 31, 32, and they didn't get where they think they were supposed to be, they're beating themselves up instead of realizing that that's just how life goes. You roll with the punches and you adjust with the time. So I feel like it goes with hand in hand with parenting, because you think like, man, I'm gonna raise my daughter to be this old, and then when she's 5 years old, we're gonna get her ready for private school, and then she's gonna do that. That's not how it works. That's not how parenting goes. And if that is how it goes, then I guarantee you it's not gonna end well, because you're gonna be controlling the kid's life, and they're not gonna like it, and then they're gonna be the main character of any of these TV shows you watch on Netflix that you don't like. You know what I'm saying? So, I just feel like,
Oh no.
so I just feel like, to answer that question, I think it's just the sooner the better. I don't have an answer, but I feel like to answer that question, the sooner the better, that you understand that, you can have your goals. Like, that's how it should be for everything.
Yeah.
But when it comes to your expectations not being met, you can't be mad at yourself, or you can't be mad at the kid. That's just how life goes. It's not happening. Everything happens at its own speed. And I feel like, to answer your question, Tez, is literally just the sooner the better, because you're gonna kill yourself if you're gonna be, year 5 and junior still don't know how to say your name properly, and then you so mad about it. That's just how it is. If your name is Cthulhu, that's not the kid's fault that they can't say your name.
Cthulhu, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just
what's your daddy name?
Yeah, he's like, Katutu, daddy, Katutu. Oh,
We're like, what?
damn you, mom! Calling his mom every night. Like, why did you name me this? My son doesn't say my name right. Like,
Exactly. Like he can't say it. What does he call you? That's all.
he's still saying my name since this morning. Look, and put the phone to the.
Speaking of,
school. Sorry, let me stop.
Somebody out there probably talking mad shit at you right now, CK, because this shit hit home.
So, but they're like, got me. That's what happened this morning.
So from that, going from that, like, I see what you're saying. I don't know if you guys watched the Tiger Woods documentary that just came
it's
out.
really good, man.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
I haven't finished it, but that I just found out the term of what the kind of dad his dad was.
Analogy, Mars. You didn't even get there yet, and I love it where you're going. Continue. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
The stage parents, man, like what the expectations and stuff that's going on. Like, his dad from birth, like, yo, this man's gonna be the greatest golf player ever, blah, blah, blah. I mean, don't get me wrong, Tiger did show talent at a very early age that he can do this. So his dad seen that and was like, yo, nah, this is the move. And he drove this man to that kind of lifestyle, which kind of, I have no excuses for Tiger and the actions that he did or whatever, but by doing that, his dad kind of robbed him from a childhood, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Making him have all these his dad had all these expectations for him, and Tiger wanted to meet all these expectations, and it was all this pressure at a very early age. He kind of missed out on a lot of things that kids are supposed to do because of that kind of lifestyle. So like you said, okay, that as soon as you can get these expectations out, me on some, I probably just got my expectations out like a while ago, and I was just like, yo, I just want Millie to live. Like, I just want her to be happy, yo. Because like you said, before she was born, I'm like, oh, she at the age of 2, she gonna be playing piano, she gonna be playing soccer, she gonna be doing this, we're gonna be doing that
too, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had all these expectations, but now that I'm
hitting 3s by 3, I had all of them, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, now that she's actually here, I'm like, nah, Millie, just live life, just enjoy what you're doing, just be a kid. So, and after watching some of the documentary, I was like, oh, 100%, I'm not this kind of parent, yo. Now it's
I said though, before we move off of that, like I said 4 or 5 episodes ago, and I think you said the same thing too. if any of my children come to me and express the interest and express the love and express they want it, then that's when you gonna get Tiger dad, Serena and Venus Williams dad, any Joe Jackson, you're gonna get that parent. If you express to me that there's the love and the want for that, like I want to be the best ever, then that's when I'll come out. LeVar Ball status. But yes, what you said, 100%. Like I'm not gonna control what you want. As much as I might want you to play basketball, if you don't play basketball, cool. It'll hurt, but it's cool. It's your world.
What it is. But yeah, no, that's exactly what I was gonna go with that. Yeah, it's if you come to me and let me know like this is what you want to do, 100% full throttle. This is what
I'm there with you as much as you with it. Yep, 100%.
Yep. But that stage parents, because then I heard I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about it as well, and they made a good point. It was just like, there's only one Tiger, there's only one Michael Jackson, there's only the Serena sisters. Like, so
I can't wait for that one too, y'all. By the way,
they're doing like a parenting segment on like each of these celebrities.
Hold on.
No. The Williams sisters having it. No, I was just saying I can't wait for that movie or show because Will Smith's playing their dad. Sorry,
okay, got you.
Brought it up. I was like, oh shoot, sorry.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, their parents are kind of, they're all stage parents, and there's only a handful of kids that actually make it. Who became, Tiger became Tiger, Serena's Michael Jackson became Michael Jackson because of the stage parent. But now you could think they're not the only stage parents. There's probably millions of stage parents and their kids don't make it, and they put all this pressure on them, and then they just set themselves up for disappointment in the future. And like I said, you're robbing your kid's childhood and not having fun by doing all this stuff, man.
What's the one that I know of? Like I don't know exactly, but this person is older than us, much older than us, but I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the videos of like maybe this kid from like maybe the early 90s and 80s. His dad, he was like almost a professional bodybuilder as a kid, like real flexible and all ripped and jacked out, like at a young age, like stupid young. Like you shouldn't even have this type of physique before you even hit puberty, and still carried him into it. And like by the time he became an adult, he just like let himself go because he didn't want that no more. I'm like, bro, I've been fit he was fit to the point where you didn't even need to be fit as a kid because you would naturally just be okay. And now like at a point in your life where you would want to try and maybe be fit, you have such a distaste and like for it, you might just end up sitting at the desk all day just getting plump and succulent. Other terms that I can't mention.
What
back wet and everything, bro. I'm all right, man. I'm out here living, dog. I'm out here living.
2021, way too much, man.
I'm out here thriving, boy. I'm being the honest me. But yeah, I get exactly what you're saying. Like, I mean, yeah, we said it in that like when I watch Iman on the 85 South, bro. Like, I want to gas whatever the girls tell me that they want to do. But like, I never had the expectation of like, man, I definitely want them, because I'm a music person and I love singing and I love all this stuff. And I'm like, man, we just gonna see what sticks. I'm like, I don't want to just hit them with what sticks. I just want to see what it is they get drawn to, and then let's figure it out. Like, I don't have an expectation for them overall. The only real expectation as a parent I have is more or less, I just expect them to do what's right by what I teach them, like what I've given you as far as guidelines. Now you're still allowed to deviate from the path because you got to learn and grow. We all effed up. Mars did coke and CK did some crack.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. Do I look like Franklin Saint to you? Like, what you mean?
No, but they're allowed to deviate from the plan as far as anything else, because they have to learn, they have to grow, they have to experience things. But now, how would you say that whole thing in your own personal life? Like, outside of that, not even look at it from a content creator standpoint. Be dead ass. If this was CK talking to CK without the YouTube, without the accolades, without the man, we got the viewers. Like, how would CK address CK? Like, my man, we don't need to put these type of burdens on ourselves. Let's just breathe and move forward the way we need to still be the great us without the social media.
That's so crazy that you asked this question today, because who was I watching? God, I don't remember who. It was a podcast, but literally today, God, who was I watching? I don't remember. But literally today, they were talking about
bro. That was me.
Oh, was it you, man? Well, you spent some knowledge, because this is what I heard. So, but literally today, I was watching something where they were talking about the fact that they're talking about video games. God, it's really gonna kill me. Anyways, they're talking about video games and you know how some parents don't allow their kids to play video games, and how some parents stop their kids from doing things that they don't want them to do, but they eventually end up doing. Blah 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 blah. But the point of the matter was that I really liked was that you never know what a kid is going to get from whatever it is that they initially are really into. Like the example that they used was, you know, a girl playing video games because, you know, not so much now, but like back when we were younger or before that, like playing video games, I was supposed to be, that was a boy thing. Boys play video games.
A lot of girls were gamers.
Yeah. That's why the whole girl gamer thing came up when they just gamers too, just like us, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, and there goes my damn light. I'll fix it after I make this point. So
the mood had to get set for your words, bro. Respect it.
Huh?
The mood had to get set for these words. Respect it.
Turn on the light. No, but God, I lost my train of thought.
Damn it, Tess.
Girl gamers.
Yeah, no, I got it. So gamers and blah blah blah. But the thing is, for stopping some of these kids and using that same example, stopping these kids from doing something that they're truly into, and they might only be into it as a kid. I want to know, and I'm curious if it happened with you guys too. You stem from something that you initially wanted to do, and it ends up catching up with you in some way, shape, or form when you grow up. So if I'm talking to young CK wanted to play in the NBA. Young CK was hoping that, you know, maybe one day I'll be playing basketball with the Grizzlies. Young 5'6" sophomore year CK who had no right playing anywhere, playing NBA basketball, knowing I wasn't gonna be 6 foot nothing. Was believing and hoping he was gonna be in the NBA. But here I am today hoping that I can make a living off of talking about my favorite NBA team, being able to communicate with players in the NBA, with people within the NBA and stuff like that. So it's not the same trajectory that I was hoping for, but it's adjacent.
It's an adjacent path to the original goal. Yeah.
And to even use, but that's just me talking to young CK, but to use the example back to like the gamers and stuff like that, like, you know, video games is more than just an outlet of just, you know, escaping the world. Like, you never know, like some kid might be playing a game that they really hate, but they continue to play the game over and over again, like a 2K or something like that. And then they go on to be the next person that makes one of the best video game franchises in the world because they grew up playing a game that they could not stand and they knew all the things wrong with it and they did him all the way right. Like some kid is playing the hell out of Cyberpunk right now. And we're about to get one of the most fire games in about 20, 30 years because of this shit. So you never know.
He gonna be like, boy, this type of bug and glitch, boy, let me see
like, oh, this game could have been so good if they didn't do this. But I'm gonna play through it. Like, you never know. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, you know, for anybody who grew up and having initial dreams, like even people who wanted to be astronauts, and then or someone like me, like I want to be, you know, I love Jurassic Park as a kid. I know you guys said Jurassic Park boring movie, but I was like, man, I want to work with dinosaurs. Realizing
I dead ass wanted to be a paleontologist as a kid.
Yeah, but what they really do, I was like, no, thank you, that's not for me. But I still love dinosaurs.
I thought it was for me,
you never know. But the point of the matter was you never know what ends up panning out as your life, you know, goes. I won't say goes full circle, but as you go on in life, you might not do the initial thing, the number one thing that you thought that you were going to do, that you were so determined to do, but you still do something within that field because of that love that you had for whatever A or B is. So if I'm talking to young Chris, who's just like, man, I just want to be this actor. I just want to entertain. I want da-da-da. That was the ultimate thing. I just love making people laugh. I love to entertain, and I love basketball. And now I'm in a world where I'm able to do both of those. So I'm here trying to do the whole sports thing, but I'm trying to do it a different way by adding comedy to it with my videos and stuff like that, with the way that I can communicate the Knicks to other Knicks fans, and now basketball to other basketball fans with my other channel, CK Hoops. Go check it out. I don't know where these plugs are coming from.
Have you?
I'm so sorry. I don't know what is happening. I don't know what's going on right now.
Man, look, if you already don't subscribe, you know, all that good stuff, CK Hoops, you know, everything.
But I'm just saying, like, you know, I mean, so that's what I would tell young Chris is just like, you know, keep doing what you're doing because it'll all work out and it all comes together eventually. You might not see it because you're going to have those years when you're alone in that apartment. You cannot pay rent. You did not eat for 3-4 days, but you're still out here grinding, doing what you got to do. It all works itself out and you will find your way along the way. Just keep your head forward and keep your dreams on whatever you think your dream is at the time. It goes back to the same thing we were just talking about.
What?
I'm gonna fix my light.
What about you, big dog?
Oh, I mean, CK was still talking.
I'm done.
He fixing the mood lights now.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, about me, I think it's kind of similar to what CK wanted to do, but like how. Because I wanted to entertain, but I never knew how. And then this is very young, right?
But
Like I didn't know.
do you feel like wanting to entertain? Did you put a big expectation on yourself to find an avenue to do some type of entertainment as growing up? Okay.
I did.
So that was the thing, right? Because I as a kid, didn't know what I wanted to do, and that's just real. Like I wanted to be a pilot at one point, and then I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be this. I wanted to be that.
Pilot. CK, you know how many free flights we would have had at this point in life?
I would never give you a free flight.
You hate to see it.
But yeah, nah. And then when I had went to school, I realized like I wanted to do like TV production stuff. Yeah. I wanted to be like behind the scenes on TV, and that whole spiel. And then that's where I was like, damn, yo, I can do this with YouTube, but I still haven't figured out how to do that with YouTube without being. So then I decided to, and I've always been playing games and I was passionate about video games my whole life. So I just added, I'm producing my own stuff behind the scenes and trying to make my own content, doing it that way, until I can get into a bigger scheme and a bigger plan to what I really want to do. So other than that, I'm making my way downtown. Like I'm making my path for trying to do what I want to do. But other than that, because like I said, I never really I was always changing every day is something new. Like how CK changes his hair every episode. Like it's like that's how I was, man.
I'm a hair hole, man. I'm a hair hole.
But now I'm more straight focused on what I want to do, and I got a plan and stuff. So we're just dealing with that. But the expectations were I did. So here were my expectations, right?
Yeah.
At an early age, like I wanted to be married by 21. I wanted to have my second kid by 25, and I just wanted to have a career. So by the time I'm 30, I'm just coasting. Like,
yeah,
right.
I think that's every 90s baby's goal. I swear every 90s baby, I think we all wanted to by 30 be coasting, bro. Like we wanted to make sure we either had the degree or finished some type of professional career by the age of 21 to 24 at the latest. Family already started in the mid to late 20s, and by the time 30 hit, we already done established, learned ourselves, we can ride it on out, bro. We can see retirement in less than 20 years. Life threw us a whole new ball, boy. They was like, "Oh, you got these goals? Let me knock you down a peg, big dog. Go ahead."
And I think the only reason that is because how we watched the for us, like our parents and stuff, they got married very early, like 22, 23, 24-ish, the early 20s, they was getting married, having babies, and so on and so forth. And then in their 30s, we were babies, and they was just coasting. They was at that point. So I was
the
like,
economy was so different. I think that's the big thing. Right. No one looked ahead at it. No one looked ahead at it like, yo, it may not look like this in the next couple of years when you get this grown. Like it's like no one was like, don't. Like I would like to perfect example. Sorry to cut you off. I don't want to plan an expectation for the twins that they see whatever happens between them growing up now as what they'll have as a normality, because it may shift. It may go back to what it used to be in the good era by the time they get grown and they could just thrive and do whatever it is they want to. But for now, we have to struggle through the chaos in order for you guys to reap the benefits of something better that'll come along from our efforts. So continue, Mars. My bad.
No, that was just pretty much it. Like, it's just how we just seen the people before us, and how I think we based our expectations off of that. Like I seen my parents and stuff doing everything like that, but in all reality, like you said, the economy was way different. Like when I got out of college, like we were in whatchamacallit.
Bro, I never thought I'd see a depression or a pandemic in my lifetime.
What is it called?
Definitely not a pandemic for sure.
Not a pandemic, yeah. Nah.
I thought the economy had like hit us hard, like 2000. Like when I got out of high school, 2008, a recession.
A recession, yeah. It was a recession. So times was definitely hard. So a lot of our peers weren't getting the jobs that we think we was getting, and things weren't getting hired. And
everybody I knew went to the military. They're like, bro, I'm gone.
It's like, oh, F this. But yeah. So now I'm learning about expectations, and
Hey, did I tell y'all I tried to get into the Air Force and the military, and every single department denied me just because I was fat. They were like, "You too big for this, big dog." Oh God, bro! I remember trying to sign up to join the military, bro. They literally told me I was too big. Try the Air Force, too big. The Navy, you too fat,
Image I've
bro. I was homeless at this point too, big dog. I was living in my car, just trying to figure out what to do.
Yo, all I could picture was Tez going into these departments and all with the sergeant denying him, sending his papers back with like a Hey Arnold, like really sad saxophone tune going on in the background. And he keep going out in the rain, going to the next spot. He keeps getting denied, and then he goes to his car and he just
Funny enough, you say that it was actually a rainy
That's
night
exactly
the day
how
I
it
was
went.
doing that too, bro. Like no saxophone music, but it was raining, bro. I had just discovered
if I've ever heard one.
I had just discovered I wasn't gonna be able to make it, but I was hell bent on finishing college. And and this is another thing about expectation too. Like I put the expectation on myself to finish college, though I wanted to do your route, CK. Like I felt like it was never for me, but I got so far into it, I had to see it through. Just because I'm hard headed, but yeah, man, I got turned down for being fat from every single one of them, bro. They were just like, you don't meet the weight requirement. But you know what's funny enough? I hear stories of other people who went in when they were big and was like, yeah, they'll whip you into shape. They're like, nah, boy, it'll take too long to get your big ass into shape. Let's just
God, they were telling you that?
Damn,
bruh, they were ruthless. I'm like, man, I'm living out of my car.
I get it, but golly.
Yeah,
we
man.
need to find an animator to just animate that clip of that story and put it on the channel.
You ever seen that show that comes on like it's like boom 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 boom. That's the noise every time I walked out the door. Boom boom boom. I'm like, man. So
No, you need more than that. Yeah, you need that sad Hey Arnold like saxophone.
I don't play play the sad sax music. I can't remember it in my head. Find it.
No,
I cannot remember it.
Because that's the first thing that came to my mind. And rain. And Ted's just there looking with so much hope and belief in his eyes as the sergeant looks down on him. Talk about
damn, that was probably one of the times in my life I had expectations to survive. I was like, bro, I can't let it in here. It's like I can't be homeless. I can't not do this. Like I have to find a way to rise to the occasion. I'm just like, man, but how do you live out your car at 350 pounds and you still trying to go to school, bro? And you can't. I was ready to give up. I'm like, I can't figure this out. This ain't it, Chief. We too fat to be sleeping in no car. But to get into my own thing of expectation, man.
God.
Yeah, expectations. I definitely have been just learning how to not same man. I think I'm in Mars's shoes. It's like as a kid, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but unlike Mars's household, I came from a household of individuals who all hadn't really not that they didn't have dreams, but a lot of their dreams got like cut short for something, or cut or taken from under their feet. So when it was me coming up. And like I'm saying these things that I want to be, it's all this, oh, you can't do that, or never like a positive reinforcement, like, all right, if this is what you want to do, let's get it. More so forcing a lot of stuff on me that I didn't want to do. So I was just like, it just gave me the expectation that I don't know what the hell I want to do. But I kind of always knew I wanted to do something with video games. So like you said, CK, like I ended up, now look at Twitch. If I would have been more equipped with stuff as coming up when the golden era came out, it would have been better. He found the sad saxophone music.
I was like, what song can I find? And I thought about, y'all remember the Mr. Oh my gosh, what's his name?
Mr. Wynn?
Yeah, you remember his sad story from with his daughter?
With my
in my mind. Yeah, all right. And I found it. Sorry. So, I'm so sorry.
Man.
I was like, I heard the trumpet. I was like, yes. I'm sorry. We need an animator. That was
hey, if y'all out there, man, clip this and make this. Man, get Nick to do it. Get your brother to do it.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But yeah, man, I had all these goals and expectations, but I could never figure out placed upon me because one being the only boy, I see it right there, bro. I'm gonna probably cry if I play that. Being one of the only males until like the other males got older in this whole house, it was just like, what do I do? I fell into IT out of just not knowing what to do. And do I say I love it? No. Because I'm learning more and more with like the expectation of what IT is as it further develops. It's not what I would like to do. I honestly would love to cook, but that comes with its own trials and tribulations and so on and so forth. But from learning,
food truck, bro, food truck on the way.
I told you, bro. A little taste of Tennessee is all I want to do.
Little
Oh,
taste.
Tennessee.
A little taste
You
of
sure
Tennessee.
you sure you don't want to do an Italian food truck and just call Cortezmos? A black Italian dude.
We'll have that on the back. We'll have that on the back side. So when you come around to the other, like welcome to Cortezmo's, but it's Tennessee on one side and Cortezmo's on the back end. You get to pick. You get to pick.
Cortez.
Cortezmos. And then you know what you're gonna be known for that soup, that extra thick pizza crust. And then it'll be like, and then it'll be saying in parentheses, it'll make your back wet. And then it's, I'm telling you, it writes itself, bro.
Not the crust to make your back wet, bro. That's so gross. That shit wouldn't even say.
That's the one that's wrong. I'm so sick of you, bro.
On another one today.
Bro, he said the crust to make your back wet. Wow. Wow.
Got your shirt, stick it to your back. Like,
Oh my
Bro.
God. That's the one. Not the part you say that you gonna make Martin's back wet. The part that the crust will make your back wet.
Bro, that sounds so gross. Cause the food for me is life, but not. I don't need no crust to make my back instantly go.
It make you sweat. So
Okay, see that's different.
I don't
Put like
wanna-
buffalo chicken inside the crust. You know that might be fine. Damn, bro,
I
that
saw
sounds
that
good.
today too, by the way. I saw
Buffalo
that today.
crust chicken pizza?
The crust
Yeah.
was buffalo chicken. It was
Well, I don't even like chicken, but that shit sound fire.
I saw that today. Yeah, on Twitter.
That
A
does
lot of
sound-
things on Twitter, bro.
That shit sound like a heart attack, but I'd rather eat that going out than something I wouldn't want. But yeah, expectation and what I would tell Lil Tez or just anybody with expectations, even for goals, even my younger cousins who are getting into college now, I try to keep an open mind as far as I know several people, including myself, in and out of certain situations. Like CK, I wouldn't say you're the rare, and yeah, that's the pizza right there. Y'all can't see this on stream right now, but CK, you're the way I try and get others to go towards, meaning that if it's something you truly desire outside of something that requires a higher level of skill and education, pursue it. But don't just think that it's instantly gonna just fall in your lap. You're gonna have to scrape your knees, you're gonna have to climb off the ground and just you're gonna have to crawl. But if it's what you want, it'll happen. You're gonna have to work some in and odd jobs, but then at the same time, if there's something more that you want to do out of that, find it. But
Deal with it.
never put the expectation that if I ain't achieved it by a certain point in my life, it's one and done. No, like some of our favorite artists and people who get famous, a lot of them don't hit their stride until much time later than you would imagine. So it's just expectation can also be a motivator as well as it can be a killer. It's just how you balance out the expectations you place upon yourself and anything in life. And with our kids, I'm definitely not sitting here saying, oh, the girls have to they got to be playing, Mozart by the time they get 3. They got to be able to strum the guitar and learn 5 chords and say ABCs backwards. Like, no. I wish a kid would come at me with the ABCs backwards. Boy, I'd be so hot. You a little smart ass.
I can't even do it. I'm a grown man. I can't even do that.
I can get I can do it and get the M. That's about it. Once I get the M, I'm done.
I can barely get to X.
You remember that cereal commercial back in the day that had the letters in it? I can't remember why. For some reason, they would always try and do the letters. The letters would all line themselves up, and then like before it got to the end, it's like, all right, guys, let's do it backwards, and they start saying it backwards, ZYXWVUT, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna figure out how to do this. Yeah, ZYXWVUTSR. Bro, it's not hard when you know your letters, bro. All right, never mind. My brain's too advanced.
The night I told this is a story for another time. But the night I totaled my Lancer, my favorite car of all time, RIP Ninja, because it was the night where it was Ninja because it was so silent and it was clean. It was clean. Lancer Evo.
I had a Dodge Ram called Buck. I respect it.
That makes too much sense. Anyway, real quick. Yeah, the night it was like I hadn't slept for like 4 nights, and I was going back and forth from Orange County to LA. For those who live in California, understand that. And I hadn't slept in like 4 nights because I was auditions and doing stuff like that. So the final night after my last show, I actually fell asleep on the road, and then that's when I ultimately woke up right before I totaled the car. But the cops had thought I was drunk because it was a so-and-so neighborhood. I was clear. I was very honest with them. So they made me do all the stuff. I was doing the line and blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And then the dude had asked me to do ABCs backwards. I'm like, this is it. I'm going to jail. Because when I told you,
I can't.
When
not
I
like
told
this.
you I couldn't get past X, I was dead serious. I was like, ZYX.
I would. I still, like I said, I can't do it. I would have been doing that. I would
That's
have
what he did. But he stopped me. He's like, yeah, no, you're fine. You did everything. Yeah, he stopped me. I was like, thank God. I was like, I
I'm going to jail.
I would have like, officers, lock me up.
Yeah, bro.
Take me away.
I can laugh about it now, but that night, yeah, that was
yeah, that was scary, man.
Man, look, I know how that feels. First day I got my car, I had I was still learning everything, and I didn't turn I turned the lights on inside the car, but forgot to turn them hoes on outside the car, and it was just like whoop. I was like, oh, I don't know what I did. Did I run some lights? He was like, hey, big dog. And literally, the cop, the cop was so tired, bro. He's like, I'm finna get off ship. He was like, look here, big dog. Man, make sure you flip that damn thing all the way forward and get your ass home. I'm like, bro, it's like that. He's like, yes, I had just got bucked. I just got bucked earlier in the daytime, so I didn't even realize what to do at night yet. Bro, my homeboy gave me the car. I spent like half of my refund check on it. It was a Dodge Ram 2002 chopper style. Had 18s in the front, 20s in the back, tinted windows. That thing slapped because I had to
spray everything else.
Yes, that thing was fire. I was like, come on. I was like, bro, I ain't gonna never have a car this clean again. And then I drove that bitch over a ditch. I was like, no. I didn't know nothing about cars, so when I rolled it over the ditch, it was fine. But the fact that it broke loose one of the hoses that lined the oil inside my engine, and then like it locked the engine because it had no oil in it. I was like, are you serious? Are you? I cried, bro. I was like, I ain't never gonna have another car, and it took me some years to get another car.
Yeah.
Car.
Car.
C-A-R.
C-A-H. Car.
No,
That's what
I will not accept that.
You live down there where they say car. They don't say car. Who in Atlanta say, bro, I got a car?
I don't know what I don't talk to people from Atlanta. So I don't
exactly.
know.
So you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I know it's not that.
I know it's car, but Buck was my car. You know what I'm saying? That's who Buck was. That was my boy. I love that car, bro.
You sound like you from Boston. That's isn't that?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I
don't know about all that, fool, but yeah. So expectations, people. Yeah, you don't put them on yourself. Do y'all feel like hitting the last question? Because we at our hour mark. You know, we ain't been on here in a minute. So y'all want to run it or you want to save it?
Want to what?
Tez, it's your show. Just go ahead. If you, I'm just
asking because certain people have certain stuff to do. Meaning him. I'm good for a while, and CK grinding.
Who's him?
You. CK's good. He'll sit up and do whatever. But I just don't want to make sure you're tired.
Good. Yeah, I'm not being berated by my girl on my text. Just answer that last question.
Okay. All right. So last question, y'all. When you think about a fork in the road in your life, what was it, and why did you choose that particular path? Like, if you had I relate this to us becoming the dads we are. What forks in the road or challenges made you the father you are today? And this not about fuzz raising you a certain way. I mean, literally, what situations or paths you've had to cross or crosses you had to bear in your life turned you into the dad that you are right now, without any outside influence, just your own life experiences. What made you want to be this father, and not like, because I wanted to do this, or this is just how I was raised. Like like what's something that made you sit down and be like, this is the dad I'm gonna be someday, encountering a situation. For me, I can take the floor because for me, it was watching my mother get beat on at a young age by men who said they cared about her and loved her in front of my sister and I was like, oh, hell no. So being defenseless enough to not be able to do anything or stick up for my mom, and up until the point when I got big enough to just throw their ass out the house like Jazz and the Fresh Prince, like, man, get your ass out of here, bro, go on. Yeah, it was that type of situation. That was one of the first things that made me know that I wanted to be a particular a dad like this. And then just watching the way I told y'all, like, I didn't know my dad, so watching the way my friends' dads interacted with them, and I was just always a third wheel kid for school situations. I was like, I gotta be a dad that's not that. Yeah, at least even if I wasn't in the picture of my, like I was like, I never knew what it was gonna be, but like even if the person and I weren't together, I wanted to be the present father, not the actively I'm abandoning you, I can't find you, or maybe a next time type of dad situation. That's what it was for me. Like those were the diverging paths that I had to when I look back at it, I was like, either I'm taking A or I'm taking B. I'm letting what I see define me. I'm letting what I feel define me, or I walk the other way and take it on my back and just sort through it until it falls off and I become better from it. So I don't end up that way, because a lot of people do end up a product of what they see, a product of what happens to them, and all kinds of stuff. So that's what it was for me.
Tess, you like I don't have anything because like
Yeah,
I
you destroyed a lot of answers that could possibly be.
yeah
Well,
because I mean like I
I'm trying to
didn't
get to know my boys way deeper than what I already know. I know what makes y'all the dad y'all are from what I've already heard and what I can see. I just wanted to see if I could find something that would get something out of you that nobody. Well, not to say we because we don't want to divulge everything. But I'm openly. I don't care what I tell anybody. It is what it is. It makes me who I am. I just wanted to see, like, maybe there was something that we didn't know about Mars that wasn't incriminating. That, when it happened to Mars, he was like, man, that definitely couldn't be me. I would, even if it wasn't a scenario that happened to you, something you witnessed, just like, yo, this, I can't be like that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean I overprotective, parents. Like I to me, just because my parents were so lenient and seeing overprotective parents, because just I told myself I never wanted that. I
Mm.
guess that's the thing where that doesn't involve like my dad and mom and stuff. Is
Yeah.
I would hang out. I have friends who have overprotective parents, and it's just like, man, like I couldn't do that, and I don't want to do that with my kids. And I was thinking about this the other day because I was just thinking about Millie, like, yo, when she goes out to hang out with friends and stuff, like, am I gonna be an overprotective parent? I really don't want to, but like, am I gonna worry about what she's doing, who she's with? Because I know the life that I lived, right?
Yeah.
Outside of my parents' eye, I knew the stuff that I was doing. So in my mind, I'm be thinking like, yo, damn, yo, she's gonna be doing this, or she's gonna be tempted by this, or something's gonna be happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
Some knucklehead.
right. But I think that's one of the things that I think I'm really probably gonna struggle on, even because I'm pretty sure if we're gonna have another kid too, and that's gonna, both kids and just being an overprotective parent, and that's what I don't want to do that, and that's what I've seen that made me really say, yeah, I'm not about this lifestyle.
Okay.
My turn. No, my answer is easy. My answer is just because of the examples of fathers I had in my life. I knew what not to do, so I just knew don't do that and continue because I had two of them, and I'm older now, so no grudges on anybody. What happened during my childhood sucks, of course, with both of them. My dad, my actual father, bouncing early. We moving out here. Stepfather being, the situation that was. Those are things that just like for me, I just was like I never understood how someone could be like that when with children involved. So that was something I
Yeah.
always wanted to, do the opposite of. So that's always been the biggest thing for me. And it's not even to me. It wasn't even like I have to do this because I said I would. It was just because it just, especially now having them. Like the most important thing in my life is them. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, it's a motivator for sure. But that'd be my answer for sure. That fork in the road for me was definitely seeing how things were going up. My mom doing everything she could through every situation that was thrown at her. I never wanted to put whoever it may be, that it being Carly, I'm never gonna do that for her. I want to be able to provide while also letting her do what she has to do too. You know what I mean? Like, so that was always that. It was never really difficult for me because I saw what not to do. I saw the bad timeline of my video game, so I knew what not to do for my.
Yeah, and it goes so many ways, because even in that same light, there's other people who get to that, have that same mindset of where you are and stuff, just don't work out. But does that make anything bad? No, that's just the path that people got to pick or choose depending on how they want to do it or don't want to do it. But it's still, at the end of the day, these are the crossroads that we have to face. These are the things that define, mold, and shape us up until we take our last breath. So yeah, that was kind of all I had for y'all today, man. You know, just
Okay, bye.
y'all got any closing statements? Anything for the people, man?
Yeah, nah, just keep your expectations low because you're never gonna make it.
Go with the flow, man.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Have a wonderful time.
It's like, nah, though, for real. Just come in with expectations because I do think for certain things you should have expectations, but just be aware that they might not meet your expectations the way you want them to, and that's okay. Like, it's okay. Unless you really want to be that kind of parent and you really want your kid to be the best and you're going to put them through that pressure at such an early age, then, I'm not going to tell anybody how to raise their kids, but it can't be me.
Right. It couldn't be me, though.
Couldn't be me.
What about you, CK?
Yeah, man. Life is short. Death is inevitable. Don't be worried about the small stuff. Good night. No.
All right, yeah,
No. Nah, just like we were saying, just, everything we talked about today, I feel like can coincide with just life in general for those who may not be fathers that watch us or follow us. I think that's just things, expectations, goals that are set. Have your goals, but don't beat yourself up if you don't meet them when you thought you're supposed to meet them. So I don't know. I think a lot of stuff we talked about today can serve for a lot of things outside of just fatherhood. So
that was the whole point. Don't let your expectations be the reason you crumble or fail. Let your expectations be the foothold in which you reach the new heights or goals you have set for yourself. But just understand they are not always going to be exactly just that. Because like in CK's case, he still ended up in a different avenue of his original goal. I ended up in a different lane to my original goal. We never really discovered Mars's. But I'm pretty sure whatever that is, he's, and that's still fine too. We still have so much growing to do. We're not still done learning. None of us. So, don't set the bar too high. Set it reasonably high. But even if you do set it high, just keep chipping away at it. You'll get there one break at a time. But with that, y'all, like always, we like to thank y'all for listening. If anybody watching the live video, Nay, Kayla, appreciate y'all for coming through. If you haven't already, anybody like the video, subscribe. All that good stuff. Yeah, man, for my fat segment, Man, we need to animate. We need somebody to animate the segment of me getting tossed out of each one of these military facilities trying to get stop being homeless, man. Oh, damn. But you can all find us on any listening platforms. Definitely, Apple Podcasts, get that thing of 5 stars because it's definitely helping us go up in the algorithm. We are noticing the people listening. We appreciate everybody worldwide listening, even if y'all don't understand half of what we say. We hope y'all understand what we say because y'all watching and listening, so we appreciate it. Google Podcast, Amazon, any place you can listen to a podcast or take it on the go, you will definitely find us there, except for SoundCloud. I'm not going to plug like we on SoundCloud. I just realized that's the one place we ain't. So, other than that, y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. Wash your hands and your ass. Be safe. Kiss your loved ones. Peace.
Peace. Later.